A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, not a little sure, but super sure. The seismic shift is coming. Super sure, coming soon.
This weather brought to you by Youngstown Propane, serving Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania with all your propane needs.
Cold temperatures sticking around tonight with the chance of lake effect snow showers in spots. Could see a trace to up to an inch under the heavier snow bands. Overnight lows right around 20. Scattered clouds and sunshine expected for your Friday. High temperatures in the upper 20s to around 30. With your Storm Team 27 forecast, I'm meteorologist Paul Wetzel. All right, early morning cut in 3, 2.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on custom cards and custom wrapping paper, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages delivered safely. Don't miss out on select laptops up to 45% off. Visit staples.com for details. Staples, that was easy.
What's happening?
Lower prices,
Trump's affordability tour,
bigger paychecks.
social media ban in Australia,
Prime Minister here, if you're under 16.
another impeachment.
RFK Jr. has got to go.
Check in often at 570WKBN.com.
This program is furnished by the program participants.
Now, Ron Verb on News Radio 570 WKBN.
And from News Radio 570 WKBN, welcome one and all. Here we are on a Thursday, December 11th. We're sitting with 27 degrees. Welcome one and all. News Radio 570 WKBN. This is the hour. The hour is upon us. The hour is upon us where we have to say, you want some free legal advice? We're offering it up for you Monday through Friday. If you go to the law firm and you're going to get a bill for all the legal representation, but it's 1 hour during the week. We bring the lawyers on from Beatrice Kopp, and they give you free legal advice, answer all your questions, child support, divorce, DUI, custody, estates, evictions, wills, trust, auto accidents, speeding tickets, you name it, we deal with it, contractual issues. We'll point you in the right direction. So if you have a legal question, call the longest-running legal show rounds. Brought to you by Beatrice Kopp right now. I have two lines in Youngstown open. 330-729-9977. 330-729-9977. That's 330-729-9977. All right, 330-729-9977 for the longest running legal show on News Radio 570 WKBN. Let's go to the law firm of Beatrice Kopp and see who joins us tonight around the big table. Around the big table,
you have David Beatrice and Tally Bond. Tally Orengia. That's it.
Just want, I told him for Christmas, all I want is a new nickname. That's all I'm asking.
Oh, okay. I think he'll succeed with that. So we got attorney David Beatrice joining us tonight. The Kingmaker himself is right there, and Tally's joining us, answering all of your legal questions. David, welcome. I hope you're having a good week. Have you done all your Christmas shopping, David?
No, it wasn't a good week. Let me tell you something. It was a
David week.
It wasn't a good week.
That's for sure.
I mean, well, when you're in federal court, the deadlines are just, they're killers.
Ask him if he got pulled over this week, Ron.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, wait, there's more here than I can handle. So let me go back. You got pulled over, Dave, for speeding?
Well, didn't I tell you this story last week?
Nope, it was after last week. It was Monday.
Oh, it was?
What happened?
Yep. Okay, so.
It was.
I know you do. I know several weeks ago you got pulled over.
Twice.
But this is a new one today.
Yeah, this week. So.
Yeah, what?
Well, I'm going to tell you the story. So Frank, who is a Devo. Now, you've heard of a diva. A Devo, a D-I-V-O, is the male version of a diva. Okay?
Just because he didn't want to sit in coffee?
No, it's not that, Tally. Okay? Brian, the other Devo of the firm, was in town, and I was coming in early to work, and I said, hey, Brian, do you want me to stop and get you an iced tea from Starbucks? Because Brian Kopp, when he's in town, must drink 8 venti black iced teas, no water. Mm-hmm. I mean, he drinks 8 of them.
He's like, anybody down for a Starbucks run? I really need an iced tea right now.
Yeah, he drinks 8 venti black iced teas with no water. So a
Is
day.
that something they make there, a venti? I never.
It's large. That's all that means. So, anyways,
large iced tea.
I have the. Now this was he was in town He was on the show last Thursday, so it was Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Came in Friday. I went to Dunkin' Donuts and got a coffee, and then he wanted his large thing, and then I have the holder for my phone. So I put his Venti iced tea in the other cup holder, and I tried to wedge my coffee in, but I must have made it turn too sharp. So when I got out of the car, Brian got his iced tea, but I had no coffee. And
Your coffee spilled.
It did. And
Everywhere.
I thought it had spilled on the floor from the way it tipped over. Because I had a gym bag and other things on my front seat. Okay. Take you to Monday now. Monday, yeah. Frank and I have to be in front of Judge Binkerton in Columbiana County Common Pleas Court at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. No, 2 p.m.
Where is this at? I never heard of this. What judge?
Judge Megan Binkerton. She's a common pleas judge in Columbiana County.
Okay, so you got a court.
She's like a Judge Kirschbaum or Judge Durkin. She's a common pleas judge. They have two common pleas general division judges. Then they have a juvenile judge and a probate judge.
Wait,
all right, so you have to be there.
I have
Go
to
ahead,
be
Tally.
Before you get to this part. Okay, so I hear Frank and Dave, their usual bickering. And he's like, I want to drive, I'll drive. And so Frank, is in his nice spiffy suit, as he always is. And literally within 30 seconds, you hear him come, are you kidding me? Dave, if you think I'm sitting in that
First
car.
of all, Frank had on a blue.
It looked very nice.
It was a blue dress coat.
You looked very spiffy. You looked spiffy too.
It was a dress coat.
But he refused to sit, and they were screaming at each other.
Okay, so
I yell at my office, settle down, ladies.
Frank is going to conduct the hearing. And we're prepping, doing last minute preparation. And I said, Frank, we got to go. Let's go, man. He goes, okay. So I go, I'll drive and you can work on the way down. He goes, okay. So I take the gym bag out, and now my seat was stained with the coffee, but it wasn't coming off. Like you'd have to get leather and other stuff to scrub to get it off. And Frank goes, I'm not getting in this car.
I've never heard Frank yell like that.
Oh yeah, he was like he didn't yell. He was like whining.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I have this beautiful blue dress coat. That's what he called it, a dress coat.
It is a dress coat.
He and Brian, I'm just saying. So I go, are you kidding me? Like we had everything loaded up in my car. So he has to run in and get his keys. We have to take everything out of my car and put it in his car, and I got to drive his car. And I go, well, let me put Waze on, because Waze can always pick up where the police are. And now we're going to be late. Okay?
And they're literally yelling at each other in the office to the point where I had to yell out of my office, girls, settle down.
And so I may have been going over the speed limit.
You may have.
And I got pulled over again.
In Frank's car.
Had your waves on or whatever.
It didn't. Frank goes, I thought this thing picked it up. We looked up and it was a state highway patrolman. I didn't even wait for him. I didn't even wait for him to put on his lights. I just pulled over. I go, I know he got me. I just pulled over, and he comes up and he goes,
was Frank mad?
No. And he goes, David. I go, yeah. He goes, when are you going to slow down? I go, honest to God, I'm afraid of Judge Binkerton. She's Kirschbaum-like. And I said,
you're afraid of her. Okay.
I'm not afraid of her. Judge Kirschbaum's afraid of me, but
he's afraid of her.
No, I'm not. Anyways, and so, I got a warning ticket. But it was.
You're really unlucky, but you're kind of are lucky because you've gotten 3 warning tickets in the past?
No, I got a ticket.
Oh, okay.
Ticket, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, but you said I'm late to court, and then did you make it to court in
time? No, we were late. We were late for court.
And what did the judge say?
Slow down.
She laughed at me that I got pulled over again. It is the third time either going to her court.
It's embarrassing
or
at this point.
From her court that I got pulled over.
Yeah.
So now I have a rule: when I have to be in her court, I'm leaving 50 minutes before.
Yeah, I think we're gonna put it on your calendar like an hour before.
We would have been okay had Frank not had to worry about his blue dress code.
Did you win the case?
We argued it, and we have to brief it.
Yep.
And then the judge will make a decision.
Because Frank is really on a winning streak. That's why I asked.
I understand that. I understand.
No, I'm just
that.
saying. I mean, it's my
Do
observation.
you know what else happened to me this week?
You know, I find it interesting, Tally. Frank's on a winning streak, and he's there doing the preparation, and kind of Dave's like his driver almost, wouldn't you say? I mean, like Dave's like his Uber.
Yeah.
I mean,
basically what
I'm
I've turned into.
I think might be the correlating factor here, because when I came to the firm, Frank started, killing it, and Dave started not killing it. So I think I might be like the unlucky charm versus lucky charm.
I don't know what it is. I mean, sometimes you get on a streak, you get in a zone, and everything you do works, and then something will happen, and then you'll just you can't do anything right. And so I was in court. I had to go to Boardman Court, and Frank had covered the hearing for me with the client before. So when I walked,
oh my God, yeah,
when I walked in, I pulled the client back in. He goes, "Hey, where's that young, good-looking lawyer at?" I go, "Well, you hired me." He goes, "Yeah, but that guy, man, he dresses really good."
And his dang blue dress coat.
And he goes,
he just dressed nice.
And he looks at me and he goes, "Are you as good of a lawyer as him?" I go, "Dude, you hired me. You hired me. You met Frank one time, and he did that to you?"
Right. Well, Frank's a winner.
Oh, whatever. Do we have any calls?
Yeah, we do. That was your week.
Oh no, and then I had to file a brief in the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals. I had to file another brief in the district court in the Northern District. I mean, when you're in federal court, it's just the timeline and the filing and the formatting. It's very rigid.
And he does not handle technology well.
Well, I don't. They mandate that it be a certain margin on each side.
Correct.
They mandate you use a certain font. They mandate you have to double space.
That's every court, right?
No, not the common pleas courts. Really aren't like that. I mean, you file the motion. They're not going to flip out if you use 16 font or 14 font. But if you use Roman, you can use 12. Use this other thing, it's got to be 14 and so many inches from the top, so many inches from the bottom. And then they put page limits on everything.
And David hasn't been working in his office. And I will speak for the entire office when I say he sits in the middle in the conference table.
We have like a WeWork
and
station.
He yells, "Tally, Connor, Cam, how do I attach this? How do I do it?" So all day long, he's working in that
because the
middle.
technology,
he forgets he has an office.
It's just, I can't deal with the tech. I can't deal with Word. And then I don't know if you use Outlook. Do you? Okay, they changed it and they made it worse. Joe, do you know about this? It is a horrible piece of technology. They said they updated it to make it better. They made it completely almost unusable. I mean, you cannot just forward one email. There's a way you could do it, but and then it collapses everything. So if a lawyer sends you an email and then you send an email back and he sends one back to you and you send one back to him, it shows up as one email and then you got to scroll through all the email chain.
I hate that.
Oh,
yeah, I hate it.
I hate it.
Yeah,
do we have any calls, Ron?
Do we have any right on?
Yes,
I can't talk about technology with him anymore.
But the word of the day is venti. That means big.
Big.
Large.
Venti. All right.
And just to show you how technology works, Jimmy Melfi is not doing the show with us.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, Brian is in New York City doing a deposition, and Jimmy is getting real-time transcripts, and we have another intern paralegal in there with them on the computer. So as they're talking, they're able to look up stuff and just do it real time. It's just simply amazing. It's unbelievable, the technology now.
All right, that's great. So Tally, if he has to get Brian a venti iced tea, it means a large iced tea, regular iced tea, right?
Correct.
Just a large one. All right, I thought it was some special type of tea or something like that. I didn't know.
Nope.
Well, I learned something on the program today.
There you go.
That's what we're here for.
Thank you. Let's take some calls. Thank God for Tally. Okay, you're on the air. Hello. You're on the air. Hello.
Oh, Ron, David, how are you?
Good. How are you?
And Tally, it's fine.
Oh, I'm doing all right. It's a privilege. Long time listener, first time caller.
Every time.
I'll get right to it. last week we had an issue at our house where we found out that we had bugs.
Oh, no.
And the wife said they had to go. So we called in an exterminator. The exterminator called up a local guy. And he's like, yeah, you got bugs. I'm going to come in with a heater. I'm going to heat your house up to 150 degrees, get rid of the bugs, and all's good.
Wait,
Are
whoa,
these
whoa,
bed
whoa,
bugs?
whoa, whoa,
Bed
whoa.
bugs?
What kind of bugs?
Yeah.
Bed bugs.
Unfortunately, bed bugs.
Okay, and your wife said
Yeah,
they had to
all
go.
bad.
Yeah.
My female said they had to go.
Now, here's my question. How did you get them? Did you recently come home from a trip with your luggage?
Yeah,
Or?
unfortunately, the only place we can track it down to is that we went to a casino.
And stayed there.
Yeah, and we stayed there.
And you
Okay.
I'm
brought
not
it
going to mention which one.
and you brought it home in your luggage.
Yeah.
So you brought it home.
Yeah.
They heated up your house.
Very embarrassing, and
It happens, man.
And-
Don't
I
be
just
embarrassed.
hate it.
All right. So they're in your house or in your bed. How did you know they were there?
They were attacking my wife.
They
okay.
bite, Ron, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Bed bugs. Don't
I've
let the
never had
bed
them, but
bugs bite.
I'm scared of them.
Yeah.
So what the exterminator say, caller?
Yeah. So he showed up. He was a real nice guy. He was diligent. He was compassionate and stuff. And we're like, they got to go. He said, this is what it's going to cost to get rid of them. We're going to heat your house up to 150 degrees. You guys
I've never
stay in a
heard
I've
hotel
never heard of
room,
that either. I thought you had to spray.
and
or
they'll
something.
and they'll be gone.
Okay.
So we did that. We showed up the next day, and by golly, he killed the bugs. But in the meanwhile, he almost
Melted.
burned my house down.
You almost burned your house down.
Did
What
he melt
happened?
some things in the house?
Well, yes, sir, he did. He melted my floor. My floor is warped and cracked.
Oh.
My TV is warped, and the screen popped out. All our computers are gone.
Oh my
Our
God.
coat hangers where we had our clothes hanging drooped down. My cabinet shrunk. And you got to understand, we just built this house. It's only 2.5 years old.
Oh my God.
Did you sign a contract?
And no, that was one of the things. We called him as soon as we came back the next day, and he said, usually I have, he was kind of upset. I do have to say, I'm not going to say the name of the exterminator because he really was a compassionate, nice guy, but I think it just a mistake was made.
Well, it says here
And,
that
he said I usually
120,
have to sign a contract, and he didn't.
120 to
Or we
130 degrees Fahrenheit is common target for effective treatment. So 150, holy moly, number one. But number two, now your house is messed up. So what's your question, caller?
No, I mean, did he tell you to take all the electronics out? Because, I mean,
Did he warn you about any of this?
No.
if
No,
he's a
he-
reputable guy,
no,
he
they-
probably has insurance.
Yeah.
And you have homeowners
Yeah.
insurance. It's something your homeowners might cover too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can bring that up too because I called my insurance agency and stuff. I brought an electrician because my light switches are screwed up.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Some lights work,
Yeah,
some lights
150
don't.
degrees
Some
electrical wire.
lampshades.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may some of the coating on the wire. So is he willing to pay for it? The exterminator? I mean,
His
does he have
insurance should.
Well, I called my homeowner's insurance, and actually, this just all happened Friday. And my homeowner's insurance we went through a virtual thing with them yesterday, and she called us up today and said, we have a really good insurance company, or at least I thought. And they said, well, it's a clause on them. It's error on the contractor, and we're not covering it.
Well, I'd have to
And,
see that clause in the contract.
Yeah, we would have to see that clause, but also, I mean,
My
I would,
wife looked it up, and it is there, and it almost seems like a stretch. And I just figured I would turn it into my homeowner's insurance and then let them fight it out. But I'm really tired of getting the short end of the stick because we just put all our money into building all this.
Well,
buying the property
here's
and
my
stuff,
recommendation.
Now here we are.
Here's my recommendation to you. First of all, find a home inspector. Have the home inspector come in and inspect thoroughly your home,
damage. Yeah.
your wiring, your plumbing, everything.
Mhm.
Okay? Because you don't want to think, oh, I have this problem or I have that problem. So I'd get a very thorough home inspection. Tell the guy what happened. Have him inspect, your pipe, your electrical systems,
wirings
everything.
in the walls?
Yeah, everything. And then
I already had an electrician come out, and he
Well-
said the only reason my
Wait, go ahead.
electricity was still good because I put it in metal conduit.
okay.
But all the switches and the faceplaces, it even warped the faceplate.
Okay, let me
on the
ask
wall.
him a quick question. Does the contractor got any insurance to pay for this? Yes or no?
I don't know. I'm going to approach him tomorrow.
You
Yeah.
haven't
Call
asked him
him.
yet.
If he's a reputable company, he'll have insurance.
He'll have insurance, and they should pay for it.
If he doesn't,
All right.
Dave, in all reality, caller, if he doesn't, David, this guy would need a lawyer based on the damage he's talking
Well,
about.
I'd
Would
have
you
to
not agree?
see, just because the insurance company says they don't have to pay it,
Doesn't mean
doesn't mean they don't have to pay
We would
it.
have to read that clause to be
I'd
specific
have
language.
to. I'd have to read that. That is a contract between you and the insurance company,
Correct.
and so it is going to be strictly construed against the insurance company because they wrote it.
Mhm.
So I'd have to see how it is they're trying to get out of it, and if it's nebulous or
That's
not.
what it seems like to me, is that it's going to, they're kind of stretching here. Because what if he would have burnt the house down? I mean, I was a volunteer fireman, and I mean, they had to have gotten it. They got it hot.
It's
How close
ridiculous.
were they
hot.
have burning it down?
Right. Listen, listen. This is how insurance companies make money. They charge more than they pay out.
Mhm.
That's their business model. Okay. And so
They
just
figured out a paying
and so
model.
just because you as a layperson who doesn't deal with interpreting policies day in and day out, and the company, that's all they do, that's not a fair negotiation. Now, they might be right or they might not be right. But I could tell you that I wouldn't do anything until you had the house completely inspected so you know everything that happened as a result of your home being heated up to 150
Right.
degrees. Then
Yeah,
once
caller.
that's done, okay, I would get a hold of the person that did it and ask him if he has insurance and tell him what the problem is and that you're having a home inspector come out and how are we going to resolve this. And then if it leads
Right.
to a fight or whatever, give us a call and we'll see what we can do for you.
Mhm.
All right. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
lot of money here that you got going on. He's going to need a
Right.
lawyer, don't you think, Dave? I mean,
Well,
you-
I'm just thinking
I mean-
of the paint. I'm thinking of the drywall. I'm thinking of, if it was enough to
Everything.
to peel off the covers to the outlets, what did it do to the paint? What did it do to the baseboards and any cracks
Well,
you
my-
might have?
I can.
What did
I
it-
can
what
tell
did
you
it-
right now, my trim molding is shrunk.
Yeah.
And my kitchen cabinets.
But there's
Right.
probably
have
more
shrunk,
damage
and
that
my
you
one
can't even
kitchen
see. So
cabinet
that's
has-
why you need
has
somebody to come
cracked.
in.
Right. Did you hear what
Right.
Tally
And-
said?
You need somebody to
No,
come
I
in.
didn't.
You are not someone
Why am I here?
that can go in and say, here's what's wrong with this house. There are people whose profession is to go in and inspect the house and say, here are the defects in this house. You need to hire a home inspector. You need to tell him what
Right.
happened and pay him to come
go
in
from
and
there.
do a thorough inspection of your house so you can have a list
And-
of everything that
We're
needs
on
to be
commercial.
done.
Got a break. Hey,
All right.
thank you, caller. You
All
might
right.
need a lawyer.
570 WKBN, Youngstown's News and Talk Station. Granting your Christmas wishes and spreading holiday cheer.
Are you serious?
This is legit. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what to say.
Awesome.
To be honest, I just can't comprehend it.
You are joking.
You have no idea.
You have no idea how bad I need that.
You're blowing my mind, man.
What's your Christmas wish?
A gaming system for my son.
The truck, my old one just got totaled.
It's for my dad. He's a double war veteran.
A family vacation.
Pay all my credit cards. Yay.
Remodel my bathroom.
Take the kids to Disneyland.
Oh my gosh, you just made my year.
Couldn't have come at a better time.
Christmas is right around the corner, so that's where I'm more likely to be going to.
Celebrate the spirits of Christmas.
Oh my God.
Crazy, man, crazy.
That's so exciting.
Such a load off of my mind. I've been going through so much lately.
Sorry, I'm going to go a little emotional here. Thank you so much. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you. And Merry Christmas.
Yeah!
Merry Christmas to you.
Tell us what your Christmas wish is now. 570WKBN.com. Here's what's happening.
The U.S. military announcing yet another strike on a suspected drug boat.
These drug smugglers need and deserve due process.
Congress has a significant role to play when it comes to the authorized use of military force.
Check in each hour.
The pipe bomber. The prior administration sat on the evidence for 4 years.
The day's news.
The Supreme Court
allowed Texas to redraw congressional districts.
Fans of football around the world
Is on.
The 2026 FIFA World Cup draw.
News Radio 570. WKBN.
The public got a brief glimpse of the man accused of killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk today in court. Tyler Robinson was in a shirt and tie during a pretrial hearing in Provo, Utah. The 22-year-old was able to appear without his jail jumpsuit, and the judge previously ruled he could wear street clothes to court to avoid any potential bias by a future jury. Robinson occasionally smiled as he spoke to his defense lawyers. The judge dismissed the media minutes after the beginning of the hearing as to review motions by the prosecution and defense. Robinson is being charged with murder, and prosecutors say they plan to seek the death penalty. Floodwaters in western Washington state have forced over 100,000 people to evacuate. It comes after several days of heavy rain in the region, which led to waterways reaching record levels north of Tacoma. Hundreds of National Guard soldiers were deployed to help stack sandbags and attempt to push back the floodwaters. Governor Bob Ferguson told residents that trying to wait out these floods could lead to deaths, and he urged anybody under an evacuation order to leave as soon as possible. I'm Chris Coraggio.
Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, news, talk, and sports radio. Podcasts too. Download the app. Free never sounded so good.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Browns had a long list of players who didn't practice yesterday with injuries, including corner Denzel Ward. Cleveland's off to Chicago to meet the Bears Sunday. Cavs are getting set to return to action in Washington against the Wizards tomorrow night. Cleveland's 7th in the East. They're just 14-11 on the season. And Week 15 of the NFL season kicks off with an NFC South clash between the Buccaneers and the Falcons on Thursday Night Football. I'm Scott Davidson.
Despite wintry conditions and heavy traffic, the holidays have to go on. That's why Mercedes-Benz SUVs come equipped with the latest safety technology to keep your festive plans on track. Discover the incredible offers for yourself at the Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration.
This program is furnished by the program participants.
Now, Ron Verb on News Radio 570 WKBN.
And from News Radio 570 WKBN, welcome to the longest running legal show on radio, brought to you by Beatrice Kopp on News Radio 570 WKBN. What an interesting first caller that we had.
Really.
I feel bad for him.
I
honestly.
do too.
That sucks.
You know, the more I think about it, the exterminator should have said, hey,
warned him.
Yeah, take out, cover this, cover that.
Yep.
Take out your electronics. I mean,
everything.
Shouldn't do you think maybe instead of doing all of that, maybe the exterminator should have said, maybe it's not the right thing to heat this to 150 degrees that it could cause this kind of damage. You're not going to take out your light switches that are plastic.
Well, 130 degrees kills them. So, you know, you don't know if you don't heat them up to that at least 130 degrees, it doesn't kill them. So if they're in the walls and they're insulated, they're not, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm not an exterminator, but I'm thinking the exterminator's thinking, well, if they're in somewhere where it's insulated and it doesn't heat up to 130, they're just going to come back.
Yeah, but there's a 130 is very hot from 130 to
no,
150.
but you have to. They have to hit 130.
Mm-hmm.
Say they're in your wall behind your insulation, and it 130 doesn't get the 130 with the insulation.
Which I get, but then at the same time, you need to warn that person, hey, this is extreme heat. Things might melt. Remove your electronics. I mean, I literally almost melted my husband's TV. So you would think that somebody
and you would
warn
think
them.
like lampshades. I would anything that could,
plastic, anything like
that could welt. Yeah,
laminated flooring, like.
You know what I was thinking about, Tally?
What?
I was thinking all the time that Dave goes down to the jail, he always gets COVID down there. How long before he brings bed bugs home to Pam?
Oh, God, poor Pam.
Would you please not?
I mean, really?
Could you please not?
Honestly, his life has been like getting pulled over and everything. He's been a bit unlucky, so maybe we should not manifest that.
No, but you're probably right. But I'm just saying he gets COVID all the time. He's the most vaccinated guy. He gets COVID every time he goes to jail. It's just a matter of time. I'm pointing it out.
Yeah.
It's
no, I think, knock on wood, I've had it so much, I really think I have enough antibodies in me now.
You're stage 5.
Yeah.
right. So, I mean, it's what could possibly be next for you? Whatever you do. You know, I got to tell you something, though. You want to know a secret, Dave? Whenever my wife goes someplace, she always leaves the luggage out in the garage for a while.
Really?
Yeah, she doesn't bring it into the house.
It's finna, it heats up or cools down. They can live in there a while.
And guess what? And then when it comes out, it goes into the dryer and all washing and all that kind of stuff.
Well, and needless to say, I married a dentist.
Yeah, a damn good one.
But they have OCD. I don't know of a dentist that doesn't have OCD. Okay, I mean, because they're taught to be super hygienic. I mean, you ever leave a dentist chair? It's like they bring in a one of those what do they call them, Joe? People
hazmat suits?
Hazmat, yeah. They come in there like with a hazmat uniform on, and they're spraying everything down and putting stuff in the roaster. I don't know.
Well, maybe your wife should do that when you get home from the jail.
Right.
Except the seat, it's you.
Right. I think it'd be a good idea.
When COVID was going on, I had a routine to go through before I could come into the house. I'm not kidding you.
So did my husband, because he was at the hospital working.
Yeah.
So he would get stripped in our garage,
right?
Get completely nude,
and I'd have to wash.
Yeah,
I'd have to wash.
And he'd
my
have to go
face,
straight to the shower.
Hands. I'd have to strip down to everything.
And you still got it 5
and
times.
She threw a towel to me, and I would then run down and do a shower.
Oh, I didn't even give Adam a towel. That would have been nice.
I still got it 4 times.
Yeah,
knock on wood, I haven't had it recently, Ron.
He'll have it in a couple weeks.
Please, Tally, please. All right, Ron. Do we have any more calls?
Yeah, yes, we do. What a fascinating first call, though. You're on the air. You're on the air with our attorneys tonight. Hello.
Hey, Mr. Petrus and Ellie and all of you.
Oh, thank you.
Go ahead with your comment.
How can we help you?
Our county, in their infinite wisdom, has made all us homeowners with septic systems sewage treatment plant operators.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got these rules, what you got to do, which costs you hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a money grab, according to me, what I think. But what can they legally do if you don't go through with that?
Cite you, fine you.
Citation. More money. I mean, honestly, I would just follow what it says, because by the time they cite you and everything else, you're going to end up paying more money.
If you don't do what you're supposed to do, then they can cite you. There are zoning laws. You can violate zoning laws, and then you could be cited into court for violating zoning laws.
Correct.
And a judge is usually, they're pretty good about it, but after about 5 or 6 times, the judge starts to put the hammer down on you, like, I got to teach you a lesson. So,
okay.
Are you able to tie up? You don't have city water, I take it, right?
No city water. There's water like a quarter of a mile away, but they won't run it any farther.
Well, if they run it, they can force you to tie in. So, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Okay.
We do it. We do it in Mahoney County as well. If you have a septic tank for your, you have to get it inspected
everywhere.
So often. Yeah.
Well, I'm in Mahoney County. That's the thing.
Yeah. The reason they do is so many people didn't do it, and it just stunk.
Not only that, but you could potentially.
The consequences were if you didn't do it. That's all.
Okay.
Well,
more money.
It's eventually a fine, and if you keep violating it, it escalates. So these law. It depends on what the violation is, and
if you keep violating,
if you keep violating it,
it could get more and more than just a slap on a hand and money.
I mean, we passed laws.
I was just wondering, because if they come out and something happens, like it fails or whatever, I know it doesn't get to that point, but if it would, that's going to cost you like $15,000-$20,000, and if the homeowner doesn't have it, he's got to sell his house or move out or whatever.
Exactly.
Because he can't afford to get a new septic system.
Right,
but are you supposed to stay if it fails? I mean, come on, think about it. If it's not working, what is septic system, Dave? Has your doo-doo in it and stuff. If it's not working, what do you think should happen? Just go on.
It's all judgmental, It's according to them if it failed or not.
Well,
if it's
not
working fine,
It's not really according to them. We have an EPA. The EPA sets standards. The standards are then incorporated into these zoning laws, and it's for the health and welfare of the community. Okay, I mean, your septic tank could start leaking, then go into your neighbor's yard, or God forbid, go into a well.
Right. No, I understand all that. I just wonder what the consequences were.
All
That's
right.
all.
Thank you.
Well, we have laws. Laws are not invitations to follow. Laws are to be followed.
Caller, just go easy on your septic tank. Eat at Chipotle just once a week, okay? My recommendation there.
Do you know what the number one problem in 1901 in New York City was, Ron? I mean, it was a major, major problem.
What was that?
Horse manure. Think of it. That was a huge problem that they really were baffled on how to fix it. And
horse manure.
Yeah, because think of all the people that live there. People got around by horses, right?
Think about how many times you would have stepped in horse poop.
Yeah.
Rather than concrete.
Yeah.
Oh, you had to bring that up, Tally. You had to remind me that
I just have to remind someone that I'm there because most of the
guy
time
just said Tally.
He did. That might be like my first one.
You haven't even been here 6 months yet, and some guy.
Actually, I have, sir.
I wouldn't know because you help everyone else except for moi.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, there's a pecking order. Imagine there's a hill, Ron. Okay, I want you to know there's certain people at the top of the hill and then mid-range. The guy at the bottom of the hill.
Why is it a guy? Because you know what? I'm the only woman.
The person at the bottom of the hill, Joe, is me.
They call you the Kingmaker.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even pronounce my name right.
Oh, please, Tally.
Come on.
Every time there's a problem or a difficult client, guess who they have to call in? Okay.
And let me say this, David. I pronounce her name right. Tally Oregano.
No, Orengia.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Caller, you're on the air. Hello.
Thank you for taking my call. I have a domestic violence situation where I've been charged, and I've engaged, from what I've been told, a very well-dressed attorney and so forth, but haven't had a whole lot of time to talk to him because he had to go to court someplace down in Columbiana. But a couple of issues that I think would be germane to other people as well as myself. When I was in the Country Club Hotel, I bonded out, but two people paid my bond. How does a bond work? Who gets paid, or how does it get paid? I'm planning on showing up.
All right, so let me tell you how bonds work. So bail bondsman and bail is a financial, something you post financially that assures your appearance in court. Okay?
Understood.
Okay. Now, in the federal system, they have largely abrogated it. Okay? But it's still very prevalent in the state system. And if you are wealthy, you're not going to spend time in jail because you're going to have the ability to post bond. And if you're not wealthy,
you're screwed.
You're kind of screwed. So it's a little uneven in that aspect. What the federal government has come up with a very kind of a unique formula. And I think it works, but I don't know if it can work in this state. So there's three types of bond. There's an actual cash bond. So the judge can say $25,000, you have to post cash to get out, or he could say cash or surety, and that's where you go out and hire a bondsman. Now, typically, the bondsman will charge you 10% of what your bond is. And when you pay him that money's gone. So if your bond is $25,000 and the bondsman pays you $20,000 and you pay the bondsman $2,500, that $2,500 is
You're not
gone.
getting that back.
Or the courts sometimes will allow you to post 10% of the bond at the court.
And they will return.
Okay.
And so it matters. So when you say you had two people post bond, they actually went to the court and posted your bond?
Actually, 1 and 1. So you've answered I'm more concerned about the person that actually posted at the courthouse in Struthers is the original complainant, I guess you would say, and didn't want me incarcerated or any of that. And I didn't even know that was going on while I was on the other end, trying to get a hold of a bondsman because, where I'm at. And that person apparently posted $500 because I've got a receipt from him, but the jail's not showing it even when another family member was checking on it. So I was released based on the payment that was made at the Struthers courthouse. So if he's ever posted it at the jail, will I get it back under those circumstances?
Yeah, the bondsman is supposed to secure your release.
Mm-hmm.
So he's supposed to file the paperwork with the court and with the jail that will get you released. Now, if you were released before he did that, then he didn't earn his fee, and you might have an argument to get your money back.
Yeah, see, I think it was simultaneous, to be honest with you, because the person that posted it at the courthouse was about 1:00 in the afternoon, approximately. He got involved late in the afternoon, so between 5 and 6. Probably.
Had you already been out by then?
Yeah, were you already out of jail?
No, he was the one that actually physically picked me up as I got outside of the jail that evening, and I didn't even know about the other person, putting that money up to start with, till I got home.
Well, that other person is going to get their money back.
Yeah, they're going to get their money back
because because the receipt's in their name.
Yeah,
and as long as you show up, minus a small processing fee the court charges, they'll get all their money back.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Now, the person, she's my ex-wife / girlfriend now.
That's a lot. Wait,
understand.
whoa.
I followed. What did you not
I
follow?
didn't follow that.
Ex-girlfriend and now, or ex-wife, and now they're dating
my
again.
ex-wife, now girlfriend. I'm her care.
No. He
He's
said it was
dating his ex-wife.
Yeah.
I'm not living with my ex-wife, so I don't know what to call her.
Are you romantically involved with her again?
No. We're just significant. I'm her caregiver. I separate bedrooms and so forth. But she's dependent upon me because she's not a wheelchair bound. She's a walker bound.
Okay, so ex-wife who you still have a good relationship with. That's where we're at.
Yes. And she didn't realize, and I understand that the ambulance and responders are mandated reporters and so forth. They kind of put words into her mouth. And so that's why I've got this violation over my head. And technically I'm in restriction or violating the restrictions on the bond because I'm taking care of her.
Okay, so you need, listen to me.
Yeah, listen to Dave right now.
Is there a lawyer at this firm representing you?
Yes.
Okay.
You
need to let us know that so we can file a motion with the court to get that bond restriction lifted.
Right.
Because technically you're in violation of the bond and it's very perilous for you. You're in peril to be doing that. So,
call us first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Call us first thing in the morning so we can get the paperwork
filed for
in gear for that.
Yeah.
All right?
I will, because I'm already... That answers my question for the most part. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But one other thing, off the legal thing, I'm also I work for the elections people on the polls, and I want to throw Dillard's department store facility at the mall in as a possible site to move the county office.
Listen to me.
Put
Listen to
everybody
me.
in that building.
I appreciate that. I've had so many people give me suggestions, but it ain't up to me. It is up to the county commissioners. And I had a very productive meeting with them a couple weeks ago. I think they're really on it now. And I got to give a major shout out, even though we're separate political parties, to the Secretary of State of the state of Ohio. He wrote me a personal letter when he heard about the pipes breaking.
Yeah.
And he wrote me a personal letter and said, please give me an update. Tell me what I could do to help.
You know what? I
And-
respect that.
And I got back to him right away. And I was so
Mad respect.
appreciative
Yeah.
that he cared that
Right.
much about the voters in Mahoney. I didn't care what party he was from.
Yeah.
It just showed that he actually
Cared.
paid attention to the news and cared, and wrote me personally, and I wrote him personally back. And
Right.
I think things are
respect that.
starting to move in the right direction.
Good.
All right.
Well, that's wonderful news. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank
Appreciate
you.
your time tonight, gentlemen.
luck,
Thank
caller.
you.
And
man.
thanks for working at the polls for us. You know, we're the only county department, Ron. We ramp up. We have 15 employees, and then we ramp up to 800 employees. Do you know what that's like for the director and assistant director? So they have to onboard 800 people, then offboard 800 people, but it's not all at one time.
That's why I don't do your job. I do not envy you.
I don't do that. That's why we have a director and assistant director. We just set policy.
But they got to train them too, Dave.
Oh, if people only knew what went into our elections and how safe and secure they are. I mean, it's amazing.
Why don't they? Let me ask you a question. It's totally off the legal show. Why don't they move that stuff out to that building in Austintown? We own it. The county
because
owns it.
the county commissioners don't want to move us out there, and so
Why not? We already own the building.
no, I think
It's a nice building.
They've put it up for sale.
Why would they do so? It's a great building with a single floor.
I understand that they have considerations that I don't have. Okay, here's how the law is set up. The law is set up that the members of the Board of Election are independent and autonomous from everyone in the county because they don't want politics played with people's voting. And so we are completely autonomous from the county commissioners, we have to follow Ohio law, but we could set a policy that's, as long as it's legal in Ohio, that's different than what the county policy is. And many of our policies are different. And
But
so
they decide where your facilities are.
they are, yeah. I mean, yes, they have the obligation to provide funding to us in order to be able to run elections, and they have stepped up every year. And I got to give major kudos to the director and assistant directors. See, a lot of this stuff doesn't get reported. We clawed back almost $1 million last year from the state through grants and other things. And so I don't understand government accounting, but somehow that didn't get reflected in our budget. But we clawed back almost $1 million for the county from the state through different programs.
All I can tell you is I remember when Ditzler was there, that building was $2.5 million, and it's all single store. It's not a one-story building, if you will. What do I say? You plenty of entrances. There's no steps to worry about. A lot of parking.
Right.
And they could. He was talking about putting
I
$1.5
am
million in
confident
it. And
that
I
they
don't
are
know why-
moving forward with a building that I think, I don't know, but rumors are abound. And if it comes through, I think I would be very happy. I think the public would be happy. It would be a perfect fit. We just have to see what's going to happen.
All right. On the legal show, you're on the air. Hello.
Hi, I'd like to inquire as to what the requirements are when you apply for an increase in child support. What are the what are the conditions of getting an increase?
Well,
Isn't
someone
that a
starts
table
making more
tally
money.
that's on?
Yeah, if there's like a change of circumstances. So if somebody starts making more money, or if someone gets
That's the case.
okay, so
How much more money did you
yeah,
start making?
Are you making a lot more? More
We
than
went
10%?
from 0 to 100 really pretty quick.
Whoa.
was,
You just
working
can't
for it.
say 0 to 100. Why don't you give us in
Simple numbers.
simple numbers how much your salary increased by?
The salary increased probably by $500 a week.
Okay, so more than 10%. So that is a change.
No, maybe or maybe not. Doesn't you don't know what is
Yeah,
you
it
don't
was. It was.
$500
correct in assuming that it
a
was more.
week is about what, 25,000 a year?
No, $500 extra, like more. So 25.
Okay, times
yeah.
52 would be about.
I'm really bad at math, man.
Honestly, you are.
I really am.
So that's about an extra $25,000.
But he just said it's more than 10%. So you gotta update the court.
Yeah.
With your new income.
Okay. Well, this isn't for me. It's for my fiance's granddaughter who, unwed mother situation. There was a agreement to get paid like $200 a month, and it's clearly not enough for this child.
No.
But,
no.
And his situation changed greatly, and
well, then it should
we
for
were
the
just
child
wondering
too.
what kind of an increase to expect.
Well, you'd have to go back. There are calculations,
There's
additions.
a standard calculation,
yeah,
basically, and
but
it
there's
depends on how much
additions and subtractions.
custody.
Yeah.
It depends on how much custody, how many overnights he has. Plus,
No overnights, just visitation.
just visitation. Okay, so he's
Saturday
not
and
going to get a
Sunday, 2
standard
hours.
deviation. So basically, it's just the standard of living in both houses. So yeah, it would get raised.
What does she have to do, Tally? His relative here, go to the court or child support to get that
has to
ball
modify
rolling?
child support.
Well, if they still have 4D, this is how ancient I am. But the Child Support Enforcement Agency actually is a public agency that will do it
correct
for free for you.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's
to
a
do
standard
it-
calculation.
But to get it quicker, you could hire a private lawyer.
Yep.
You'll move it much faster.
Correct.
I see.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
All right.
You too.
Then that reminds me, Ron, I know it's 5:56, but tomorrow morning on WFMJ Today, they have a new law that they're trying to pass in Ohio, Senate Bill 174. Do you know about that, Tally?
174. Are we talking about the custody one?
Yeah, we're talking about
standardizing
standardizing
50-50 for both for
well,
each parent.
Standardizing everything.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a lot more like Pennsylvania law, which
Yeah.
is where I practice most of the time.
Yeah.
So there's going to be no mother's law.
Yeah, but the point is, in Ohio, Ron, every county sort of does it differently.
Every
And-
county.
Yeah, and so what the state has come in and said, we're going to have baselines, we're going to have standard definitions, standard procedures
For the entire state.
for the entire state, and this idea of 88 different counties doing it 88 different ways is probably going to come to an end. It has a lot of bipartisan support. So if you want to learn about it, you can watch me tomorrow at 6:40 on WFMJ Today.
And honestly, people should know about it because it's a substantial change. It
If
really
it passes.
is. If it passes, most states are already there.
I
so
think we're a little
kind of
you-
behind.
You know, we haven't looked at this in 20 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I moved here and I learned Ohio law rather than Pennsylvania, because that's where I originally, had my license. I was like, holy moly, this is back in the ages.
It's been 20 years since this statute's been updated.
And we've
long
changed
overdue.
drastically. I mean, dad's
Everything's
roles
changed.
have changed drastically.
Everybody's roles have changed.
Agreed. Moms too.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. We're running out of time. Let's see if we can take quick calls. You're on here with the attorneys. Quick question. Go. Hello.
Hello.
What's your question?
Hey.
Quickly.
I got a question over a public, it's not a public, it's a building owned by the Youngstown School Authority.
And what's your question?
Go real quick because we got 2 minutes.
We're getting, they're leaving asbestos leaking out of the building. It's the old Adams School. We're wondering what can be done about
Report
it.
it to the Ohio EPA, to the health department, state health department.
I used to do
squeaky,
asbestos law.
squeaky wheel gets the grease in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So call all the state agencies and local agencies you can. All right.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Tally. Appreciate it.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Do you know a veteran in need? After leaving the military, many veterans struggle to find their way home. Because to a veteran,